Hi everyone. In response to a couple of questions about how I record on YouTube, I thought I'd give a little bit of an explanation about that, and starting with the camera, which as you can see is a very simple digital affair. It's a Samsung L730. There's no other external recording devices, no microphones or anything like that. So that's the camera. So then we come to the back of the house, where to this room, which you're not used to seeing this view. This is me looking back towards where the camera is going to be. I apologise, the room's in a little bit of a mess at the moment, but there's the chair where I sometimes sit when you see the shots where I'm sat down, feeling tired at the end of the day or whatever. But where I'm stood now is pretty much where I stand for when I stand in front of you for the videos. And right in front of us there is a very low-tech camera stand come tripod. With the cable ready for the camera to go back on. That's actually telescopic. It's an old Hoover. With some cardboard tubing strapped to the back. I shouldn't be telling you all this, should I? I should tell you how fantastically high-tech everything that I do is. But the truth is it's not. Right. We'll go back to where I normally stand. People asking about where the sound sources come from. So any backing tracks that I use, you can see if I just walk towards the camera again now, there's a little speaker there and a little speaker over on the other side, and then down behind the chair is like a super woofer thing for bass and what have you. That's where the sound comes from for any backing tracks that I use. So they're technically behind and below the camera. And right in the corner, and say this functions as a normal family room as well, so I have to compromise. In the corner is my Marshall AVT, which I use very occasionally. It is a lovely sounding amp, but I prefer the valve warmth, real valve warmth of the Fender Champ, which is across here. So this is virtually to the side of where I stand, and in front of and to the left of where the camera is. So there's the camera, pick up the visual and the audio, and that is where the sound's coming from. So as you can see, it's my Fender Champ, and there's my Line 6 pod, pretty much set up as that's pretty much how I record, to be honest. I mess about with it slightly, and the drive will change ever so slightly. And sometimes I use it using a tube preamp. You can maybe be able to see there I've got it on, what else in there? Focus is not very good there, is it? But I've got it on Tweed Blues, and sometimes I use just a tube preamp setting, or Brit Blues. If I use the really high gain stuff, I use a rectified setting on there. And of course, one of the main uses for this is in conjunction with the Champ 600, is that I can get some effects, because obviously the Champ just has a volume control, nothing else. So I can get my reverb, my echo, if I want some tremolo or a little bit of compression, what have you. All goes in there. And hiding away under the sofa is my Line 6 footboard controller, and just poking its nose out is my Blues driver. But that's it. That's how I record. I've taken away the mystique, haven't I? It should have told you some story about high-tech stuff with microphones all over the place and what have you, but no, I think I've just been lucky. I think the other aspect to having a reasonable sound in here is the construction of the room itself. So as you can see, it's mainly glass. There's a normal sort of wall there, but it's a glass sort of domed ceiling, if you like, which I think must allow the sound to breathe and so yeah, that's it. There's a Danelectro, snugly kept away there. Right, I need to do some work anyway. I'll see you all later. How could I not? The famous clock. No, you can't have it, Nick. No, definitely not. Definitely not.